Now, a new YouGov poll has found that 81% of breast cancer patients are worried that their cancer will return. Now, this comes after the Princess of Wales described her life after cancer as, well, a bit of a roller coaster. So joining me now, Amy Dowden and Leanne Pero have both been given the all-clear after their own diagnoses. And it's really interesting, Amy, isn't it, that Princess Catherine talking about that? Because I think a lot of us who are not living with it think, oh, well, you've got the all-clear, oh, that's great. You can just go back to normal then, whatever normal is, but it's really not.
It really isn't. After I rang the bell came the longest journey of recovery. And I think people think you're fine afterwards, but you're really not. So I still have to take medication. I still have to go back to the oncology unit once a month for an injection for at least 5 years. You know, I've been put into menopause. I don't know what my options are going to look like still, if I'm going to be able to carry my own children. You know, I think life beyond the bell is very tough. But what I would say is 18 months later now, I am feeling stronger.
Gosh, you look fantastic.
Than ever. And I would just like to say to anybody, don't compare yourself to others. And I think I forgot to be kind to myself afterwards. And I really struggled last year. I don't think I really processed what happened. And I think there's so many people around you when you're having your treatment, and then all of a sudden, you're on your own. Straight afterwards.
Right, and Leanne, you can relate to that, because when you get told you've got the all clear, you would think, great, but actually it's really hard then, isn't it?
So hard, yeah. I mean, I just celebrated 8 years in
fantastic,
remission, which is obviously such a huge monument, but, you know, I still get asked all the time, you know, are you the same person? And it's like, no, you're never that same person again. And I remember after being given the all clear, I had so many people go, right, you've got your life back, you know, that's it, it's all over. And I remember that was actually the worst part of the journey, was actually finishing treatment was the worst, because the doctors, as Amy said, the doctors, the nurses, your healthcare team go away and you're sort of left, and it's like, actually, where's my new normal? Who am I now? And that is where I really struggled. It's almost like you have to rebuild yourself from scratch again.
That's so interesting, isn't it? Because I don't think people appreciate that. And also, you are changed because you've got this, for want of a better word, lack of peace of mind. You know, you don't have, because it must be there with you. I mean, I'm not saying it's there all the time. You're living with a fear all the time, but the fear is there, right?
All the time. Like I say to people, they always ask me all the time, like, does it get better? Does that fear get better? The answer is yes, it does. But you have to be, a bit like Amy said, you have to be kind to yourself. Like, I'm like really, really honest with my community of people that sort of follow me, and I say, you know, for 5 years after cancer, there wasn't a day that went past where I didn't think, is this cancer coming back? You know, or didn't think about death. Like, I had these reoccurring thoughts of my own mortality, and I had to go through a lot. But the main thing I had to do was start to give myself permission to allow myself to feel that way and be kind to myself through it, because there is a lot of pressure to get back to yourself, and you never are.
No, it's your life is... And again, I know, Amy, you had a wee scare last year, so that's always... There's that worry again, you know. I mean, it turned out all right, but still, it's a worry, right?
That was awful. So, you know, I'm not 5 years yet, so mine is always no evidence of disease instead of all clear for me. But last year when I went for my scans and they wanted more biopsies and they found a change in my breast, it was awful. And I was literally only found out 7 days before starting Strictly. I couldn't even look forward to Strictly. It's horrible, but every ache or pain, you're in fear of it returning, because you just don't want to go through it all again, and you're worried for your loved ones. But there's a new normality. You're never the same after a cancer diagnosis. But what I say is we're stronger.
No, exactly. You are. You've been tested and you are stronger. It's tough, though. It's really tough. Sometimes as well, we're not very good at knowing what to say to people. I only know now because I listen to you two, you know, and I listen to Helen, our producer, and what to say and what not to say, because people are assuming that everything's all right, and of course it isn't. And that's what you tell, because Leanne, I know the work you do with Black Women Rising. It's fantastic, and it's really helped hundreds of women. What should we say to you?
For me, it's more about, I personally don't think there's wrong things to say. I think it's about being mindful and just knowing that that person will not ever be the same person again. I know people find it really hard to say. I lost friends over that. I lost lifelong friends over people not approaching me because they were scared of what to say.
Right.
I think it's sometimes just presenting that you're there and you're there to listen and you're there as an ear. But that understanding that actually that person may never be the same again is so important for people to know. We know so many more people are being diagnosed with cancer. Most people now know someone or have been affected by it themselves. So it's so important to just be mindful that no one's cancer journey is the same. My mum's been diagnosed with cancer twice. Her journey is completely different than mine. We're not the same. So some people might struggle more than others. So it's just about presenting. And sometimes the words like, I'm here for you,
that's all you need.
As an ear, it's all you need.
Which is great because, as we've said, it does affect everyone. It's not just you going through it, it's your partners, it's your friends, it's your relatives, all of that.
Yeah.
And Amy, for you though, dancing has helped you, because obviously it's what you're fantastic at it, of course you are. And preparing for Strictly again, getting into that mindset, getting into the studio, doing all of that has really helped.
Oh, massively. That was my goal, to get back on the dance floor. I look back now and honestly, probably, if I'm true to myself, last year was too soon to go back.
Yeah.
But
I did.
You told me. I think since those words, oh, sorry, Amy, it's cancer, that was my goal, to get back on the dance floor. And this year, I've really just fell back in love even more with dancing. And for me, that's been my saviour. And yeah, I'm literally itching now for Strictly this year.
Well, it's kicking off quite soon, isn't it? Quite soon.
Yeah,
you'll get to know what's going on.
Yes.
Which is brilliant. I can see your wee face. You love it. It is fantastic. But it's really important. And I wonder, Leanne, you know the fact that the Princess of Wales has spoken about this, and she's spoken about her struggles, and she said, you know, it's difficult. That helps, doesn't it?
Yeah, of course. It always helps when someone like that or someone high profile speaks about their cancer diagnosis and this struggle. It just highlights and it supports people like us, really, because
doesn't make us feel alone.
It doesn't make us feel alone, but also it's a great conversation starter. I keep saying we need to talk about cancer so much more to create this healthy conversation and dialogue around it, because it's here, right?
Right.
So actually, these people speaking out helps us and makes someone like my job a lot easier.
Well, keep doing what you do, because it is invaluable. I mean, we've spoken to you a lot about the work that you do,
thankful.
Obviously with Women of the Year and all of that, which was just
being
such a great time.
Nostalgic.
I know, and
but
it's just been wonderful.
Well.
And Amy, all the best with Strictly.
Thank
Have you got someone in mind you would quite like to be partnered up with?
Well, why not Prince William? I'm joking.
Prince William? No, look, I'll phone him. It's fine. Prince William. I was thinking kind of Ben Shepherd. I was thinking.
Okay.
But, you know, Prince William, it's fine. Aim high. Always aim high, because you never know. You never know. Now, look, if you need any help and support, you can visit our helplines, of course. There's all our change and check information in there. If you are worried about anything at all, there you are. You can download that sticker. Thank you both.
No, thank you.
Really good to see both of you. Thank you so much. Right. Well, that's a wrap for this video. We hope you enjoyed it. We have all the best moments from the show right here on the channel. And if you like this video, then we think you'll love this one. See you next time.